SingleStop is a program that's designed to assist students in helping to remain in school and graduate. I mean, their goal is increase school retention and graduation. My job as the site coordinator at BMCC is to work closely with the site administrators, of which there are two here at BMCC. Primarily, we are here to screen the students to ensure that we assess the benefits, their benefit needs, and to refer them to those benefits. So if you haven't filed your taxes, the very first thing that I'm going to do is a very, very quick gathering of information from you, your contact information, your demographic information, and then if that's the only service that you'd like, I will refer you to the food bank, which is the organization that actually works with us to help to do the preparation of your taxes. Of all of the work that legal services does, the legal counseling that's done on the campus through Legal Aid Society, the one thing that they do not at this point address, the one issue they don't address at this point is the I-9 visa. They will address any other civil issues, they will address criminal issues, they will provide advice, consultation, and in some instances they will even provide representation. Some of the screening that we do for services is we do what we call a quick benefit screening, and that quick benefit screen will determine the types of services you're eligible for based on the information that you give to me. So that if you at this point have zero income that's coming in, we can certainly complete the application for food stamps, for Medicaid, for any other service that you may be eligible to receive. So we will prepare you with the application that will be populated with all the information that you give to us. So the only thing you would have to do is actually sign the application. We'll go through it with you so you'll know the documents that you need to provide to the worker when you get to HRA, the food stamp office, and and so you'll be prepared to submit that application. And the process usually for food stamps take anywhere between 30 and 45 days if it's not an expedited process. So I wouldn't want anyone thinking that you go down today and tomorrow it happens. It could happen in that way depending on your circumstance. Confidentiality is a really, really big deal for our students and for us. One of the very first things that we do, and that I do, is we share with the student the disclosure form, the disclosure policy. And in that policy, primarily it talks about us requesting information, and that the information that we gather is guarded in our system in a way where only those of us with passwords actually have an opportunity to see that information. Only myself and the site administrators, for example. No one else sees the information. We don't print out, we don't keep a file on students so that the information is not laying around in an office anywhere. All the information is guarded very safely. I mean, we observe all the rules and regulations as it relates to ensuring that information is not shared randomly with anyone. And you can refuse to give us any information you don't want us to have. You can certainly refuse to answer a question. That's totally your right to do. And so, in the event that that's something that you choose to do, this disclosure form that you sign addresses that as well. SingleStop USA is a not-for-profit organization. It's a private organization that has partnered with BMCC and the CUNY systems. It's actually in 6 of the CUNY colleges. And they've partnered to provide these free referral services to the students who are attending the school, that particular school. And the only actual criteria that student needs to have is that they're matriculated and living within the 5 boroughs. I guess there are a few things I would like students to know immediately. First and foremost is that it's a staff that's very caring, a staff that really wants to ensure that the students receive the services that they need so that they can stay in school. The important thing is that students are able to address the barriers that are interfering or maybe interfering with their school. and be able to graduate. So some of the barriers that the students have presented so far that we've spoken to have to do with lack of health insurance. And to the degree that students were eligible for Medicaid funded or government funded health insurance, we've assisted them in that manner. And in those instances where they were not, we were able to refer them to community-based organizations who have very, very low sliding fee. And in some instances, even to government-funded programs such as HHC Options that operate in very specific sites in each borough where they're able to access services at extremely low rates. We're talking $15, $20 for a routine checkup, things of that nature. So, that's a very concrete example of some of the immediate things that SingleStop can do to help a student. I mean, if you're sick and you have no insurance, you can't come to school. And so again, it's really about breaking down the barriers and helping the student to receive the service so that they can actually be able to come and engage in class. In the instance of needing medical care, being healthy. I love speaking to the students. I absolutely love having students to come and understand that there is a staff who is caring and who wants to make sure that they're doing well, who wants to make sure that their needs are taken care of. And I don't think there's anything that gives me more joy than to sit with a student and be able to provide the opportunities that they need. Something that they may have come into my office being very concerned about and then leave my office really feeling very relaxed and hopeful that we're on the road of addressing their needs and their concerns.